Hey Kenyans, with what is happening now, I think we should be preparing ourselves to accept the fact that President William Samoei Ruto will be a two-term president in this country. With what is happening now, we must accept, we must start accepting, or we must accept the fact that President William Samoei Ruto will be a two-term president in this country, despite all the things that are happening around. This is my 2 cents thoughts and opinions to why I feel President William Samoei Ruto will be a two-term president in this country. Number one, with the united opposition, everyone is singing their own song and everyone wants to become the presidential candidate in 2027. So, who is this one person that the united opposition will put in place to make sure that he's deterring President William Samoei Ruto from becoming the president in 2027? And what strategy does that individual have to make sure that he's wooing the people on his side and getting the right minds on his side to make sure that no one votes President William Samoei Ruto in 2027? What is the strategy? So far, no strategy. Okay, don't tell me it's too early for such a thing to happen, because people need to familiarize, the voters need to familiarize with you. If it is Gachagua is fighting his own battles, not Kenyan battles. As much as he's speaking of corruptions and whatever he alleges to be happening, if he's given the same opportunity, or if he was never impeached, he will be singing the song of the government now. So, I'm left thinking, what's the way forward? Number two, Sifuna hinted on working with Rigathi Gachagua with the united opposition. And while at the burial of Onyonga's mother in Kisii, he called onto Matiang'i and Kalonzo Musyoka. And he said that we need one person. They have come to a realization that all these divisions won't help Kenyans or won't help them to unseat President William Samoei Ruto. So they need one common candidate, one candidate that will carry the flag for the opposition, the united opposition. And he's calling out to them like, let's do this. So, two things in that. If it's true that that is what Sifuna wants, the Gen Zs have a different plan. They are saying they are not calling themselves We Are Sifuna for Sifuna to unite with the opposition, with the united opposition, to unseat President William Samoei Ruto. They want Sifuna himself on the ballot paper. They want Sifuna himself on the ballot paper to unseat President William Samoei Ruto. And with that, again, there are other things that we need to talk about. Does Sifuna have the muscles to unseat President William Samoei Ruto? Does Sifuna have the muscles to unseat President William Samoei Ruto? Because with the presidential elections, it needs a lot of funding and a lot of resources. And if he has the muscles, will the Gen Z come out in good numbers to support Sifuna or vote for Sifuna? Well, the Gen Z have the needed support to support Sifuna, to vote Sifuna overwhelmingly and unseat President William Samoei Ruto. Maybe that's the miracle that we're waiting for. Maybe that is the miracle that we are waiting for. And if that miracle doesn't happen, who else will be the president? Of course, President William Samoei Ruto. That's what I'm saying. I believe whatever it's getting to, Kenyans have to start accepting the reality that President William Samoei Ruto will become the Kenyan president for the second time. And again, with what is happening around, there is a kind of there's some sabotage in the elections, or not really in the election. There's some sabotage in whatever is happening around to make sure that President William Samoei Ruto looks like a bad leader and nothing is working for him. We'll talk about that sometimes back. But for now, Kenyans, let's start accepting the fact that President William Samoei Ruto will be a two-term president in this country, unless a miracle happens. But if that miracle doesn't happen, the way things are, no one will stop him. No one will stop him. Accept the fact. Bye.